Dear, that spell is pleased him. Is he? You've saved him? Oh, I must see him at once. What? After all this, I can't even see him? How? How do I know you're telling me the truth, and not just what I want to hear? For it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorland forge this for Thorald. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorald can come home. No, nor do I expect to. Would be too dangerous for now. It's enough for me to know that he's out there somewhere, and not locked up like some animal in a cage. You take care of yourself now.
You might do well to run a smaller weapon. Vary your style a bit.
Tiny blades don't hurt enough. A sword needs weight.
But 10 little cuts.
All I need is one to cut you in half.
Well, when you put it that way.
That spell looks like it'll hurt. There's some trouble in Falkreath. There's always some kind of trouble down there. But now it's come to a head. Oddly enough, Spriggans. Usually they let alone, but for some reason, this particular grove isn't. Unfortunate, but someone else will take care of it.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance. That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
All these younglings scampering around.
Worried one of them is going to take your place?
Some of them might try.
You're asking.
That's not
There is always work for the companions, but there is a more personal task before me.
By you.
They should be so.
Kodlak's final teaching. I think he was right about beast blood and Sovngarde. I wish to cleanse myself, that I might know glory in the afterlife. I would be honored for you to accompany me, Harbinger. You still bear a head of the Glenmoral betrayers, yes? Then lead on, back to the tomb of Ysgramor. My soul is now prepared. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. All right, then. Is it over? It's like waking up out of a dream. I can breathe more deeply now. I can't smell your heart beating the way I used to. but my mind is clear. This is a great service you've done for me, Harbinger. I will not soon forget. Now, I'd like to spend some time communing with Iskramor. My soul is clean now. Perhaps he'll still welcome me when my time comes. Until next time.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Better bundle up. This may keep up for a while.
I trust you know what you're doing with that spell.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
It's a fine day with you. Falk said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to Falk when you have the funds, and thank you. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Be well.
You're out.
Pray for solitude.
Splendid.
And my husband.
There's wonderful. Here is the key. I'd be glad. And of course. Now, what would you... Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you... Very... Is there anything else you'd like to... Very... Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Good day. I'd be glad... And of course... Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well, I'll make the arrangements. The next... Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Hafengar. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now.
Good day.
Keep the faith. General Tullius will win this war.
Walking around like that is why magic gets a bad name. Shame on you. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. No, that honor is Sabeel Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. You are free to leave.
I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do
would you
once
mind
he's summoned
dousing
by
that
the
magic?
Greybeards? Can the Thuum be...
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
If I needed something from you,
You're
you would
asking
know
for
it.
trouble walking around.
That spell
with
looks dangerous.
magic like
Filthy
that.
creatures, aren't they? Living in the darkness like they do. So uncivilized. I prefer finery, like this. Here, for your trouble. And I suppose I should show you a little about illusion magic for free, shouldn't I? Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world... ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
The courier must have found you. Yes, old friend. I'm afraid it's not good news. When you broke up the binding, Potema escaped. We've encountered some of her minions. Steer says she's still in spirit form, or we'd all be dead already. You've already done us a service in stopping the binding, but I need you to go talk to him, to see if Steer can tell us what to do next. He's Solitude's priest of Archay. He's the one who figured out Potema was still around. He'll help as much as he can. I'm not really sure. Steer thinks you have some sort of link to Potema. I trust his judgment on this. As a priest of Archay, he's had to deal with necromancy before. Nothing as dangerous as Potema, though. I wish you well, friend. Be careful.
Good evening. I'm Pantia Asia, the master vocalist.
Honor to you, my Thane. I am your sword. Lead the way.
wouldn't be as... That's a load off my mind. Here's your pay. Keep your head about you.
There's none. We will oust Ulfric from Windhelm. Excellent work, soldier. I have to admit, I had my doubts it even existed. Did you run into any trouble? That's what I like to hear. I'll get the full report from Legate Ricca. Now then, I need someone I can trust to deliver a message of great import to Jarl Balgruf of Whiterun. We have it on good authority that Ulfric has raised enough men to attack the city of Whiterun. The Jarl, however, refuses the Legion's support. This missive should convince him. Be aware, soldier. These documents contain sensitive intelligence for the Jarl's eyes only. That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Damn Stormcloak rebels. I'll take my lead.
The gods gave you 2 hands, and you used them both for your weapon. I can respect that.
Still here. I will be back at your house if you need me, Thane.
That looks dangerous.
Would you mind dousing that magic?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do? You must be the one Falks.
You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude. All my life, I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of Arche before me, you see. I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude. This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Torek, and now public executions. My books tell the stories, have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude. Ah, Potema, former Queen of Solitude and one of the most dangerous necromancers in recorded history. She was responsible for the Empire's near collapse almost 500 years ago. I believe I have a book about her. Summoned in spirit form is not raised from the dead. She'll need help before she can return to the living. For the moment, the Wolf Queen has retreated to a place filled with dead, eager to serve her. She has gone to her old catacombs. A few days ago, one of her servants busted through a wall into the Temple of Divines. We'll need you to go into the catacombs themselves. Good. Being at the summoning created a connection to Potema. You are the one to do this. I can provide you with some help with her minions. As to Potema herself, find what's left of her body, likely a skeleton. Remove it from the catacombs and bring it back to be sanctified by Arche. A curious figure, unrepentantly evil and nasty, of course, but also astonishingly brilliant, and obviously quite a necromancer at her end. She was always so close to being Empress, but despite her machinations, it was never to be hers. Ironically, if she were alive today, she'd be the only living member of the Septim bloodline. By all rights, she would now be Empress. May Arche bless you with a long life.
That spell looks dangerous.
careful with that fire. Blessings of the 8 divines. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the 8.
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
You've arrived at last. The hero who prevented me from being bound returns to my fold. I have much to thank you for, little one. When you die, I will raise you, and you can take your place by my side. You'll serve me soon enough.
Who's
farmer. No doubt you seek to enter Potema's sanctum. I can see to that. We'll need plenty of fresh corpses to rebuild the army with thee.
Not much further. Come, meeting. Serve me in death. You've come far, but can you stand against my inner council? Let's see. Don't applaud yourself too soon, world.
help you? You've returned. Excellent. These things do have a way of working out when people take action. I'll sanctify the remains. In case Falk doesn't make it clear, Solitude owes you a debt of gratitude. May Arche bless you with a long life.
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces. Imagine blowing up an entire town. Damn college. Winterhold will never be the same.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. You've done a great thing today. It doesn't matter who you support in the war, but Potema would have been a blight on the land for both sides. Without you, this would have been a disaster. I should have paid more heed to Varnius's warnings. I won't make that mistake again. Take this payment. The Jarl would thank you, but she very much wants to keep Potema's return quiet. Make no mistake, we consider you a protector of Solitude. Do you have business with... Certainly. What did you have in mind? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to... Very well. Is there anything else you need? I'd be glad... And of course... Now, what would you like to purchase?
Ryling's obsession with honor and truth. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. Oh, most certainly. If you're in... The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership.
It's a fine day with you. Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Please address all questions to the steward. For the fire bill.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Out with it. Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle-ready. Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods. That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Keep my men in your prayers.
As High Priest of the 8 Divines, I bid you welcome.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. Splendid. With the extra... Well, I'll call upon my supplier. No. Mostly, I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Mothall should be able to help you. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Don't forget me next time you need herbs. Are you feeling all right, dear? You look a little ill.
Out with it. Generally posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up. Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions. So, you...
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? And like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now. I'm not looking for conversation. Rogvir, he opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak, if Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torrig, but it was Ulfric, and he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead. And like Rogvir, you have a Nord's heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I think I need to be done talking for the moment. That spell looks dangerous. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
That looks dangerous.
Get away from me!
Bye.
Dragon? Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire? Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
I shouldn't be. Mama says if I do, people are gonna ask about Uncle Rogvir. Maybe if I don't talk, they won't either. Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rogvir died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to. You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now.
Can I help you? That spell looks dangerous. She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later. Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me? Thanks. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
It's good to see you got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
That spell looks dangerous. Thanks so much. I'll return to Temple. Here's something for your time and effort. Then you didn't know Rogvir, and you have no idea what it means to be a Nord of Skyrim. He did the honorable thing, even when he knew it would cost him everything. My brother was the best man in Solitude. I should make sure Spari's okay.